So guys, I'm gonna be very honest with you. I've done this video already, like this is my third time recording it because it's very difficult the way I want to talk about this game. I don't want to be harsh, I don't want to be bad, but what I saw today is not Barcelona for me. Today Barcelona were lucky. Today Barcelona were really lucky because we got the best result, I believe, from Barcelona and Real Madrid, even though it was a draw. Real Madrid were gonna walk out from the Camp Nou being very disappointed because even though they also didn't play amazingly, they did have 30 minutes that they really demolished us because Barcelona were not in the game at all. Barcelona were playing with 9 men from the start. They were playing from 9 men. Coutinho and even Rakitic, they were not even there. They were not even there. They're different situations, but we still gotta talk about them. The very first thing that I want to mention is praise Real Madrid for those first, like I said, 25-30 minutes because they worked for that ball absolutely all the time. A balón dividido, when the ball is not between one player or another, when it's up there up for grabs, they were in trying to choke the breath out of every Barcelona player. You could just see Arthur being kind of like surrounded by this kind of like white curtain around him. They were always trying to do something. They had a purpose. In the case of Barcelona, we didn't have that. When Real Madrid had the ball and they were passing it, I don't know, Marcelo to Marcos Llorente was in acres of space to do whatever he wanted. And even though he was also shy today, he had the ability to, well, do what he does. Pass the ball to Kroos, pass the ball to Modric, and he did that. But with Arthur, in our case, Arthur had to do absolutely everything on the ball. Because even though Busquets did help looking forward, did help trying to distribute the ball to progress up the field, defensively and tracking back, he gave absolutely zero. And Rakitic was even worse because he gave absolutely zero tracking back, defending, going for those balls up for grabs. But then also, he was shite going forward. He didn't do absolutely anything. Rakitic today was so invisible. And that is something that Ernesto Valverde today, he saw. Because the very first thing that Valverde will always do is keep Rakitic to the side. But today he took him out because he realized how shit Rakitic was today. He was absolutely, he was so bad. He was really so bad. Rakitic didn't have anything. And Rakitic is that metronome. He can be that player to really help you control a game. Arthur is also that, but Arthur can do it in a sense, but we cannot expect him to do it, you know? He's his first professional season, even though he has been doing insane. Someone like Rakitic should be there to help him, but he wasn't. Someone like Coutinho, I think further back would have been a lot more better, and that's when I'm gonna talk now for the Brazilian, because Coutinho today, he was also very, very shy. What's going on with Coutinho? Barcelona should really try and get a psychologist up on his house because we need to understand what is going on because right now we don't. We absolutely don't. I still believe that it's kind of like positional sense because he has to come back a little bit further down because that's where he plays. He has never been the player to finish up chances. He's always there to create them. He's always there to be associative with all of his other members at the side, trying to do 1-2 passes and then progress the play forward, connect the midfield to the forward line. He's never been the guy to be the left wing or the left forward position to just finish it. Coutinho is a number 10. He is a number 10. So let's play him where he's supposed to play because that's where we see to right now. We see a Philippe Coutinho that goes in a Clasico and gives a very bad performance, and now his confidence is going to be lower and lower and lower and lower. But well, in the case of Real Madrid, well, on the other hand, on their paper, they had a good game. I really want to praise especially Vinicius at the start. Vinicius Jr., the one thing that I really want to mention about him is that he's fearless. He's really, really fearless. He doesn't care if he's playing in his kind of neighborhood in Brazil or he's playing at the Camp Nou. He's gonna play the same way, and that is something that we really have to praise for this guy. And Real Madrid has gotten really lucky to get a player like him, even though he wasn't also insane because the chances that Vinicius Jr. had, if someone like Gareth Bale would have had them, this game would have ended 3-1. But thankfully it was just Vinicius. But still, he did a good game. Karim Benzema as well. Certainly going forward, not much, but defending, contributing, like I said, always being there for the team. He did an amazing job. And that's the thing that for me, Barcelona didn't do because normally it's the other way around. And today, Barcelona were lost, were lazy. You could say that we're saving energy because that's what they believe now. Apparently now we play like a la madrileña, we play like Real Madrid. We go and speculate because that's what we're doing today. We really, really speculate. We kind of were saying, oh, let's save energies, you know, 1-1, it's fine. We can go then to the Bernabeu and, you know, win there, have the comeback and be Barcelona. But that's what Barcelona is not. Barcelona is not that. Barcelona is about having a philosophy that you always go and you always try to win and give your 100% for every single game. And today, there was none of that. Was absolutely none of that. And the thing is that this is not a La Liga game. Barcelona, this is something we've seen of them from time and time again throughout the season. I was trying to be very, very nice. Like, Barcelona, I always try to look at it from the positive way, you know? And that is something that, for instance, you could see in other people's videos, like especially Talk FCB. He's really positive about the way he says things, but I'm not like that. I really want to get back to the nitty-gritty details. I'm very, very kind of... I am very someone who judges a lot, and I'm judging Barcelona today because today they were shite. Barcelona today they were really, really bad, and well, Real Madrid were also bad, but yeah, we were worse. We were really worse because we started off very unfocused. And normally, like I said, in La Liga you can get back from the game, but in La Copa del Rey you can really lose your papers like that. You can really lose your mind the way that you play. In the case that today, we really saw that. Barcelona, as soon as the goal came in the 5 minutes, you were like, everybody was like, ooh, red alert, what's gonna happen, we're gonna lose, we're gonna be scared. We saw that. The passes were very clumsy, we didn't have connections, there was no your typical kind of like Barcelona play, we were all over the field, and Real Madrid really worked on that, and that's something where I believe that we should do a lot better. Come on, guys. Come on, we're playing in El Clasico. You need to be focused on what you're doing. And that is something that today for me was not acceptable. But thankfully, that harsh start for Real Madrid really took them downhill. Because after that, they really got tired. And Barcelona could, playing bad, they could get back into the game, you know? And that is something that after that, well, Barcelona did very good. And that's when we saw especially two amazing performances. Fuck's sake, my camera. And that's when Barcelona really started getting back into the game, really playing much better, and we saw two amazing performances of Nelson Semedo and Malcom. But before going into them, I gotta mention one final thing about Real Madrid, and that is Lucas Vázquez. I believe that the decision that Santiago Solari put out today, especially with Lucas Vázquez, really worked out, because throughout that left-hand side, Jordi Alba was not there. And it's due to Lucas Vázquez. So as soon as we realized that, I believe Barcelona started playing better. Lucas Vázquez, Jordi Alba passing the ball all the way to Malcom, Coutinho doing the same thing. We go into Malcom, and Malcom was just having a field with Marcelo. We kind of like did exactly what we would have done for the left-hand side with Jordi Alba, but this time around with Malcom and Semedo, you know? It takes Semedo and Malcom together to be as good as Jordi Alba, and well, we saw that today. The interchange in passes and play between Malcom and Semedo was very, very good today, especially taking into account that Marcelo likes to go forward and never tracks back. So good job from Barcelona in that sense. I'm very happy from what we were able to do, because then Malcom got a lot of more confidence. Definitely he saw Vinicius behind him being like, good, and then he was like, you know what, let me do my own game, and Malcom really did that. And thankfully Valverde also stick with him throughout to that second half, because that when we saw obviously his goal, which is very, very smooth, and claps for applauses for Malcom in that one, because it was a really good goal as well. So I'm happy that he got that at the end of the day. But overall, really, like I say, this way that we were kind of starting the games needs to change. That is something that we're seeing time and time again with Barcelona. We're getting caught out with Valencia. We're getting caught out with Real Madrid now. And certainly they got the better result in a sense, because they have that away goal. But for us, Barcelona, in the terms of the game, I feel that we need to be happy with what we got, because Real Madrid could have gotten out with a better result, even though after that initial start they were also very bad. So yeah, now it's all to the Bernabeu, and we have to see what we can do there, and hopefully we get the win, because I don't want to lose against Real Madrid, and especially playing this way, you know? And now, guys, that I'm calm a little bit more, I just gotta say that it's honestly, that's how I feel. Barcelona came out with a better result now, and people are gonna go and say like, oh my god, Real Madrid, 60% possession, top of the world. It's fine. Real Madrid were good. They were the better team today. Certainly, if it was a boxing match, they would have gone with a better points. They would have won this one, because in boxing, they don't care about if it's a draw. If you still are standing by the end of the all rounds, you decide by points. And Real Madrid today could have possibly won that if this was boxing. But this is football. This is football. And that is why we love it, because even though we're playing with 9 today, we're going to go now to the Bernabeu and have the chance to come back and win that game. And certainly, if we played without Dembélé, without Lionel Messi, and then with really low energy and kind of like not having that drive to go forward and connect good or score your goals, or your normal stuff. We were in Barcelona today, so we are lucky with our result. That's what I believe. So now, guys, I want to give you your time to leave me all of that in the comment box down below. What did you think of the game? For me, certainly the best points were Malcom and Semedo. They were really, really good today. And in the case of how we did overall, really, it's kind of like it's kind of like the result. It's a 1-1 draw. Really, it's not bad. It's not good. It's certainly not amazing. It's just meh. That's what I feel today. Meh. Barcelona did okay, decent enough, but that's not what we should be doing. You know, we always need to try for the best. So yeah, that's gonna be it for today, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.